I.S.U.P.K.
Trying to see what's going on. It's a lot of good food going out. It's lamb, it's hamburgers, hot dogs. It's everything that you want to eat, man. It's going on right now in Baltimore, Maryland, man. And let's go out and let's gauge some of the people and find out what's going on.
All right, cool, man. It's also Tajian 1000, man. We're I.S.U.P.K. Virginia, I.S.U.P.K. Baltimore, I.S.U.P.K. DC. We are holding the Black and Brown Cookout. Once again, the Black and Brown Cookout, the DMV Cookout is holding in Baltimore, 900 Driud Hill Park, Ave. We out here right now live and direct, man. Y'all need to come on in and get it in, man. Shalom.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. I'm Officer Design One. We down here at the Baltimore Cookout in Baltimore, Maryland, man. Driud Park. We down here in 2018. I'm here with, this is a special, this is special right here. I got Commanding General Yahanna right here. And how you doing, sir?
Doing absolutely wonderful. Be more in the house. It's insane. I just got off the boat with General Pavilion. We was out fishing out on the Potomac, and it was insane and it's beautiful. And the scriptures do not lie when it says how beautiful is it for brothers to dwell in harmony.
Shalom, Israel. We at the Black and Brown Barbecue in Baltimore, Maryland.
We at the I.S.U.P.K. Baltimore Black and Brown Barbecue.
Like Teddy,
I.S.U.P.K.
like
Black
the top
and Brown
on my coupe.
Barbecue.
They go block, see me getting top, floss them too. All in their mouth, cause they like it like that. If the girls wanna go, then we ride like that. All these know who we are. They wanna take pics and see us stuff. They wanna see, they wanna go, they wanna know. They wanna see, they wanna go, they wanna know.
All the wanna know who we are. They wanna take pics and be a star. They wanna see, they wanna know, they wanna go. They wanna see, they wanna know, they wanna go.
Holding it down for New York City. I'm going harder than y'all. They hate me now like Diddy. Pushing far in the cars. Ice in F-550. Scoring hard as LeBron, but then it feel like we Griffey. Wait, if anybody wanna feature, they better be hot. Spend a few G's. You ready or not? In that drop, riding through every block. Young boy fly, got wings, no Jeremy Scott. I'm on the grind, trying to get up off the corner. Seen real G's, turn the cops, learn from Law and Order. Every time you seen S, I'm on the go. What I'm about to do next, everybody wanna know. It's the gang.
All these know who we are. They wanna take pics and see us stuff. They wanna see, they wanna go, they wanna know. They wanna see, they wanna go, they wanna know.
All the wanna know who we are. They wanna take pics and be a star. They wanna see, they wanna know, they wanna go. They wanna see, they wanna know, they wanna go.
It's the ice again, it's the ice again, it's the ice again.
Yeah.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. I'm Officer Tazaiwan. We down here at the Baltimore Cookout in Baltimore, Maryland, man, Driud Park, and we down here in 2018. I'm here with this is special right here. I got Commanding General Yahanna right here. And how you doing, sir?
Doing absolutely wonderful out. Be more in the house. It's insane. I just got off the boat with General Baltimore. We was out fishing out on the Potomac, and it was insane, and it's beautiful. And the scriptures do not lie when it says how beautiful is it for brothers to dwell in harmony.
If I could ask you a couple of questions, sir, if you don't mind. Okay, with all the racial tension that's going on in America, what's the significance of having these barbecues every year?
It's a great significance in that everywhere black people go in America, some way, somehow, white people find a way to abuse us. If we take over a neighborhood and we move in and we pay our bills, they come in and gentrify and steal it. If we open up a business or we open up a new industry like the music industry or something, they come in and steal it. Whatever we do, they come and eat us up alive. It's just like when the scriptures said how the Midianites came down to Gideon and them and stole everything that the Israelites had planted. It's the same thing. So it's a blessing that these great officers like yourself in Delaware, in Baltimore, and all over the country and outside the country come together with the people in their cities and bring the brotherhood and sisterhood together under the righteousness and the rules and laws of the Most High. And it's our blessing, actually, to come down to all these cities and see the great works the officers in each city is doing. And it says something. It says something to a people that are finally learning a great lesson, and that is that everything great that we do, we don't have to give it to the white man. As a matter of fact, the Lord said not to give it to them. So the significance of a barbecue like this in so many different cities is that we get together and celebrate us without them. We get to celebrate us without having to feel like they have to be a part of everything we do and have something with everything we do. And if I could, it's such a heavy point in that it's exactly what Maxine Waters decided she had to do. The racism in America in 2017, 2018 has gotten so bad that Maxine Waters resorted to the same thing we've been doing since '69. She went on the street and got people together and told them, raise hell with those racist Republicans. Well, guess what? We've been saying and doing it since '69. It's about time she came to the conclusion to realize that we had it right all along. It'll be a great time when the preacher in the church, the imam in the mosque, recognize the same thing, that we have to rally us, that everything does not have to be a melting pot with them. And let's face it, if we haven't learned it yet, we better learn now, and that is that Martin Luther King got played. He joined us to them, and they ate us alive. And so now, why don't we join ourselves to each other, and why don't we enjoy the growth and power that we come together in? Come, you good? Okay.
Most High in Christ. Y'all see that? That is pure knowledge right here. And if I could, sir, because I see how like the I.S.U.P.K, we have these barbecues all over the United States. The message that what's the message that we're trying to put forth? Like when we only allow the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in.
The message is black people, Latino people, Native Indian people come together. The white people are coming together. They're in the White House. They're in the Congress. They're putting judges on the Supreme Court. They're passing laws. They're putting our beautiful Latino babies who have done not a damn thing to the white man, they're putting them in dog cages. So what does that mean? Now it's time for us to come together and empower ourselves with the Spirit of the Lord according to the Bible, with the power that it takes for us to help protect and fix ourselves. We're in a state of emergency. Black people, Latino people, and Native Indian people being killed on the street every day, incarcerated by the million, aborted in the abortion clinics, cut off in every industry in the world. The white man is opening hundreds of corporations every day. Donald Trump has just now lowered the corporate tax to 15%. It was at 30% to 15%. So in other words, more corporations to be more slave masters, more corporations to rule over us. We are in a state of emergency, and the preacher in the church has done nothing to fix the situation. So guess what? No problem. We'll do it like we've did it 1,000 years before. Christ did an amazing thing. He took us out 2,000 years ago to the Mount of Olives, and he sat us down, and it tells you this in the book of Matthew, and he began to break down these scriptures. We sit down with these young brothers, and they've got all kinds of issues and problems, and they come out the world, and they learn from these problems, and they become strong, and then it says a message. It says a message to black people, Latino people, Native Indian people. It sends a message to the white man. It sends a message to the world. And here's one of the great messages that it says. It says that these people that you thought were broken and destroyed have become completely brand new according to the Bible. They've come off of drugs. They've come out of prison. They've stopped doing crime. They put their families back together. They raised their kids. They've come together in celebrations like this. And they've done it all without an ounce of the white man's help. So if you want to abuse us, if you want to treat us bad, no problem. We'll come together and we will fix ourselves in a way that you've never seen. And let me tell you something. Me personally, I've been doing this for 36 years. And it is absolutely spectacular when I see a brother come out the world that was on drugs, that was messed up, that was destroyed. He comes out and makes himself brand new. That's what this is about. And we want to do it without a single white face to take credit for the great works that Christ did. Because let's face it, according to the Bible, the white man's kingdom is over and our kingdom is coming in. So there's no need to go groveling at the white man's foot right now. It's time for us to take care of ourselves. So that's the message.
If I can ask you just one more question, sir. What would you say to the people that wasn't able to make it this year?
I always say that, okay, Satan is going to stop you in every way he can. Okay, yesterday before I left out, I didn't even want to come. I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I got so much work. I got paperwork on my desk piled up this high. I got events planned. I've got brothers all over the country and outside the country that need all types of help. I'm trying to work on all that. But you know what I said to myself? I said, you know what? I can't allow Satan to decide what I will and will not do for the Most High. So therefore, I ignored all that, got up in the spirit, made my way down to this city, and I'm thankful for it because, of course, once you get there, then you realize that it was Satan the whole time because you have such a wonderful time and your spirit is uplifted and you don't under no more stress. You realize, oh, that was Satan trying to play me. And so everybody that missed it, listen, make the effort. You owe yourself a treat like this. General Kubalamov took us out on the boat. We went out fishing. We went out and talked about brotherhood. We sat down with the generals on the water and discussed the future, something that Masha did for me back in the 80s as a young man. Took me out on the water many times and talked about the truth and talked about what we need to do. And just, you know, we got to come back to getting off of weed and talking intelligent conversation. We got to come back to getting away from such foolishness and start really saying, let's have an intelligent conversation about the way forward for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And let's have that conversation based on the Bible, and let's have that conversation without the influence of all of today's religions, and especially without the influence of the white man. So it's what we got to do. And it's a good thing that, you know, black people, Latino people, Native Indian people are taught not to think intelligent, not to let their mind, you know, grow and expand and to really look at their situation because, of course, they're going to believe it's too doom and gloom. We've done that. They should do it. It's an amazing thing to do. You know what I mean?
The water to you, sir, man. This is Commanding General Yahanna, the I.S.U.P.K, and it is an absolute pleasure for me to be able to get this interview today, sir. Most high in Christ to you, sir.
The pleasure, truly mine. Come on, damn right.
The water.
Nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works, son.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues for this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good ship. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a